Good morning to everyone. Of course, today is Tuesday. So, you know what Tuesday means Medical Rundown Tuesdays. So, we have in the studio with us no strangers to the program. In fact, Mr. Shamari Scott. Good morning, Mr. Shamari.
Good morning, Sandy. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I am especially good this morning. Last
I'm
time
taking it somebody won this weekend.
I had the blue cup. This time I have the orange cup. Yes, 2-0, tops in the AFC. So, yeah, as
Nice.
long as we keep winning, I'll be having good Mondays.
We'll definitely, I'm sure, be kept abreast of it. So, congratulations. Who did you guys play this last week?
This week we played. Last week was the Patriots, and who did we beat down
Was it the
this
Colts or
week?
somebody? Did I see that
No man,
somewhere?
no, it wasn't the Colts.
Oh,
You see, we did such a good job beating them. Now I even forgot who
you
we
can't
beat.
even remember now.
Yeah, we play
Um,
Denver this week. I know that much.
okay.
Um, and it was, yeah, it was New England. We beat down New England. Sorry.
Okay.
So the first week it was the Chargers. This week it was New England.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. Very,
So
very good.
so so when we had the gentleman from Boston message us last week, he was talking about the
Hmm.
fact that we were going to see him this week, and sure
Ah,
enough, we paid him, Mr. Malloy. We paid him a gift with a defeat in New England. So
ooh,
he might have been at the game as well.
yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we're gonna definitely keep an eye on things over there. So, Shamari, you never know. You guys might have another Super Bowl run in your future.
Well, I have never been to a Dolphins Super Bowl just because, we've had some hiccups over the eternity of my life. But this is the year. This is the year.
All right. Speaking into existence, let's bring in Mr. Charles Bush, who's the education manager at Health City, Cayman Islands. Mr. Charles is also no stranger to the program. He's always joining us from his very posh accommodations, in case you have not noticed. I love it. I love it. I love the piano in the background. Good
Good
morning.
morning, Sandy. Good morning. Yes, I always go to my north side house because
I know, right?
we
Why not?
have we have fiber internet, up here, so it gives me a faster signal.
Yes. Why not? Why not? I love it. And for our radio
Uh,
friends who are like, what on earth are they talking about? Charles uses a virtual background that is very, very nice. Got the very piano in
yeah,
the background. You've got money when you've got both a piano in the background and an actual proper accent wall as a centerpiece in your
yeah.
background.
But how, but how, but how you had to go spoil it, man?
I know, I know, I
the,
know. Looks good, looks good.
grand piano. The grand
Yeah,
piano.
grand piano
Yes.
definitely adds a very nice
You could
touch.
have you could have just left it the way it was, and make him think that I
Make
actually
them
had a north
wonder,
side house
yeah,
that actual fancy.
nice.
Anyway.
Well, we're here to
Morning,
talk.
morning, morning.
Yes, we're here to talk today about the Healthcare Explorers program. And you guys know that Health City Cayman Islands does an amazing job as it relates to, offering different educational opportunities and scholarships to Caymanians. I think hundreds of people have now gone through this program. So we're going to be featuring one of these young men here this morning as well and talking a little bit about that. So we have a junior surf fellow, Mr. Jerry Allen, who aspires to be a football player and a doctor. Now, those are some big dreams. Jerry, turn your mic on for me. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right. Thank you for
Yeah.
allowing me to be here.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being here. Doctor and a football player. Now, which football player? American football or the other football?
No, no,
Oh no.
the regular football.
Regular
The,
football.
the,
You like
Regular
forget
the,
football.
American,
the real football.
The
the
real
real
football.
football. Very, very good. So, good morning to again Jerry. He's joining us this morning. So, let's talk a little bit about this program. Now, Charles, it seems to me that you actually keep quite busy ensuring that our young people are getting these amazing opportunities. We'll talk in a bit about how you find young people. I mean, are they knocking down your doors? Or is this a situation where you've got, to go out there and search in the community? How hard is it to find young people who are interested in all of these amazing opportunities?
You're on mute. You're on mute, Charles.
Yeah, sorry, Charles.
got it back. Um, yeah, it's a bit of both actually, Sandy. The
Mm-hmm.
team and I work quite hard to um, market the programs to schools,
Mm-hmm.
and so that the schools can disseminate the information. And for programs like Shadow a Doctor, these are the programs that um, the students themselves are aware of, and they come asking for that program by name. So in for that program, the students themselves come to us directly and ask for it by name.
Hmm.
And Sandy, just to mention, so when Charles and I first got together, we actually always through strategic planning look at what your goals are, look at what your objectives are, and then figure out the best way to actually achieve it. So over the years, we're figuring out who the customers are, right? Obviously, you have a mix of the students are the primary, but then you also have the teachers, parents, and then you figure out the best way to get this information in front of your various audiences and to get them to adopt it. So the fact that we now have students coming to ask us by name for certain programs
Mm-hmm.
has tell us that we've actually achieved a lot of what we wanted to achieve, which is obviously to get the different programs out there, to get the brand out there. But then the most important part is to have the pickup with the students and the parents and the teachers. And after we speak to Jerry, then we'll also go into the fact that, we've become a part of the curriculum in certain schools whereby they're looking for on demand videos that are teaching science in a fun way, but in a practical way. We always, when we're in school, learning various formulas and such, we're like, how are we ever going to use this in real life? But
Mm-hmm.
now you can actually see where STEM and science comes to real life in a hospital and not necessarily in being a doctor or a nurse. But when you look at the technical aspects, which we're also promoting, it definitely makes those connection points as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Very nice. All right, so let's talk about, maybe we've got some listeners to the program who've never heard of your Healthcare Explorers program. So let's tell them a little bit about what that is.
And I'll
Sure.
I'll I'll let Charles go into the details of the program.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is a quote that says, "Society grows great when old men plant trees in whose shade they shall never sit." And I think
Mm-hmm.
that Charles and I was even discussing that quote recently, in that a lot of what we're doing now are planting seeds in young people who are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that by the time they become physicians, we probably won't be at Health City. But it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing Dr. Shetty wants to do. Why he made us aware that this was one of his number one priorities when he came to Cayman is that eventually, over 15 and 20 years, for if not half, but the majority of the facility to be teaming with Caymanians through all the technical positions. Obviously, the non-technical, we're achieving that now, but the technical positions as well as doctors, physicians, technicians, and this is the building block in order to get us there. We've been doing the program for 9 years. We started off with 18 encounters with 18 students, and to date, we've had close to 40,000 encounters, as well as over 11,000 encounters to this point. And by encounters, it's through the various products that we offer. And some of our students will have come through and done 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 different encounters, building on their experience, obviously, to get them on that track
Mm-hmm.
to achieve their goals, whether it's to be a doctor or a technician. And Charles has been with us first as the chaplain, as well as helping with the program. And then we moved over fully to being a specialist. And he recently received a promotion. So big congratulations for Charles, as he's now the manager for education services that we have within Health
Wow.
City.
That's amazing. Charles, congratulations. I know you're a man that doesn't like a lot
Thank
of
you.
attention and fanfare, but that is definitely something to celebrate.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a wonderful journey for me over the past nine years with Health City.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Been wonderful to see, first of all, the hospital grow,
Mhm.
and been wonderful the journey with patients. I will say first, first of all, um, and of course with our students, as Shamari said, we began with a cohort of 18 students um, when it was Richard Parchment and me. We began with that first cohort of 18 students. And now we have grown to such a large program. Just to give you an inside look of, as you said, maybe listeners, some of your listeners don't actually know all of what we offer. So just to give you an insider's look at what Healthcare Explorers actually is. We have multiple ways that we engage with students. So I've already mentioned Shadow a Doctor.
Mhm.
We have on-demand videos, and these are videos that we film here at the hospital, um, and you know they cover a variety of topics like anatomy of the human heart, cancer, genetics, and oncology. Know your
Mhm.
bones and joints. Our newest video is Light and the Human Heart. That we recently filmed and released for our primary school. And those videos I just named are a sample of our videos for high school students. We also have videos for our primary school students, like how do our ears work, the human digestive system, and so on. So these videos are available for schools to subscribe to, and our schools are now in the process, right now actually, in the process of deciding which of those videos they want to use in their curriculum for this school year. So we expect to get their subscriptions really any day now. We start early just to give we start at the beginning of the school year just to give them time to make those decisions. We want to be ready when they begin the school year, just so
Mhm.
we can work with them. We have virtual field trips and on-campus field trips. And let me just very quickly break down the difference between those. A virtual field trip is a product that we started during the um, COVID lockdown era. And that is a field trip where the students remain at school and the teacher will select a topic, usually from one of our on-demand videos. We will show that video in the classroom. We'll have a Zoom session or a Teams meeting session, and then we'll show the video, and then a consultant will come online to answer any students any questions from the students. So it's always a wonderful time, and I'm always very impressed by the questions from the students. This is primarily used by the primary school students, and I'm always so impressed by the amount of research that the students have obviously done to to um, prepare for the session and the types of questions that they ask. And of course, an on-campus field trip is exactly what it sounds like. The students will come here to our campus. Right now, it's still our East End campus that the students can come to. We have secondary school work experience, um, which isn't really our product. It's a way that we partner with the schools um, as a part of their, what, yeah, it's a way that we partner with the schools. They reach out to us and say that, of course, we have to offer our students work experience. Will you, how many spaces will you offer, and so on and so on. We have we just finished our STEM day camp, um,
Mhm.
in which we had the largest cohort, the largest student gathering ever.
Mm.
52 students joined us at the ARC in August.
Wow.
Wonderful morning.
Mhm. Mhm.
We have our Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship, or SURF, which is what Jerry is going to talk about. And then our newest education product, which we just started this last academic year, was our is our science fairs, and we're so excited about it. Our newest education product, and this is done in our government-run primary and high schools, and it's just been a wonderful experience for us, and we're now gearing up to repeat that this academic year. We're going to move some of them up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to move some of the primary school science fairs up, and have them earlier so that the primary school students can then prepare to go to the Rotary Science Fair in March. So that's just a very brief overview of some of the components of
Mm-hmm.
Healthcare Explorers.
Wow, you're keeping busy, that's for sure.
Yeah, yes, yes, certainly, and we couldn't do it without the help of our wonderful education specialist, Shakira Connor. Absolutely would not be able to do any of this without Shakira's help. She is integral part of the team, um, and I want to give a shout out to her this morning, as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Sandy, just to
Yes.
mention that Shakira will also be shy, but she had been with the hospital for many years. And when she came out of school, she was at the front of the house. She did various positions. She left us for a little under a year. And then when we created this additional position, just because our products are growing, we're getting busier, we needed more hands to be able to still deliver the quality as we
Mm-hmm.
expanded. She came back to us. So she's actually one of those young Caymanians that came to us right out of school or close thereafter, who has been through many different areas of the hospital. And now she's in the education department that we have, and she's doing, as Charles said, a magnificent job. So that's actually one of our Caymanian success stories that we have within Health City as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent. Fantastic. So you have a lot of partnerships. You were talking about all the people, Charles, that make this possible. And Shamari, I noticed you've got some amazing partnerships with the government schools and the UCCI college as well. So let's talk a little bit about some of those, and then we're going to speak to Jerry about what his experience has been in the SURF program so far.
No, definitely. So from close to inception of the UCCI School of Nursing, we would have had rotations with those nurses during their tenure there at UCCI to come and also to for us to help with the training and such for those nurses. But outside of that, we understand the importance of recognition. And we have been hand in hand with the School of Nursing, and this year is their 10-year anniversary, and we're the headline sponsor to make sure that they can have all of the activities within UCCI, and also we're a title sponsor of the UCCI School of Nursing Alumni Prize, which is the one of the most outstanding nurses that we had a panel that voted on it, and we'll be handing out that prize very very shortly. We also
We have
sponsor.
already no, we have already presented that one. Reminder, just a reminder.
Right, right. Sorry, we already presented that one. We have the sponsor of the Mary J. Sequel Prize for the UCCI School of Nursing, first year student with the highest GPA, and that's a special one. I
Mm-hmm.
recall that I had a colleague of mine back in tourism that I didn't even realize, and it was her daughter that actually got one of those prizes. So it was really good to actually be able to
Yeah.
present that prize to a colleague's daughter who is doing great things in that field as well. And as Charles has mentioned, outside of the government schools, we also have partnerships with private schools as well. But
Mm-hmm.
being a former, I went to a private primary school, but went to government middle and high school. It's always special when you're able to partner with your government schools and to see a lot of our children within that realm help them to succeed through the different partnerships with the science programs, as well as other areas. Any area we can actually help with, we also help with as well from a health city perspective. And
Mm-hmm.
Sandy, what we do with our grant system, just understanding that we have a robust scholarship system
Mm-hmm.
whereby you're achieving, if you're making the requirements, that there are funds that you'll be able to access. However, at times it's some of the other areas that people may not foresee, whether it's a single mother that's
Mm-hmm.
going to nursing school and for whatever reason can't afford her rent and therefore may have to leave the school in order to work. We have connections within UCCI that reaches out to us, and we use our grant system to as a needs-based assessment type of system
Mm-hmm.
to help
Mm-hmm.
persons in those other areas that government may not be able to help,
Yeah.
to once again help them to achieve that end goal. So we definitely are proud of being able to help where for people who need it the most, in order to help them to achieve their goals as well.
Absolutely. And I personally know a young lady who benefited from that generosity from Health City Cayman Islands. So thank you guys so much for continuing to, make those types of financial relief options available. So
Yes.
let's go ahead and talk to Jerry a little bit. So Jerry, good morning again. You were a SURF fellow from the past July. So tell us a little bit about how old you are and where you are in terms of school and how you got involved as a SURF fellow.
Okay, that's one. Thank you. So my name is Jerry Allen. Um, I'm currently a sixth form student at Calabar High School in Jamaica.
Hmm.
Um, I applied for SURF after I saw an ad where it was a social media ad where it was saying like basically just entailing all the just great experiences SURF offers. So I applied, as well as I knew a bit earlier in the summer that I want to get that experience in a hospital, just to have a bit of edge over, I guess, local competitors that are gonna look for a scholarship in the
Hmm.
upcoming years. So just having a little experience was always on my mind. So when I found Surf, I definitely just straight ahead went and applied. Um, yeah, basically just applied, had to be shortlisted. Um, through the shortlist, I kind of went into an interview process where they then asked about like my specialized interests, what department I would like to kind of shadow and work in, which I really appreciated because at first I thought it was just a vague area where everyone would kind of be doing the same thing in the hospital. But Surf actually offers many different specialized areas where you can fit your specific needs, and that department may be exactly what you want to do when you're older. So I ended up going through, and it was an amazing experience. It's
Hmm.
it's just great.
Hmm. Very good. All right. So you're still very much in school and you saw this amazing opportunity and decided to take advantage of it. So you actually completed the Summer Undergraduate Research
Research.
Fellowship in
Yes,
July
ma'am.
of 2023. What was that? What was that like? What were some of the things that you actually did as part of that fellowship?
Okay, yeah, that's one. So um, for the entire process, it was entailed with lectures, shadowing,
Mhm.
meeting hours with a mentor. We were given a specific mentor where we were allowed to talk to, we were allowed to get a bit of information for our case study on. Um, yeah, so we also had a case study that we had to build a report on, basically
Mhm.
on a true event that happened in the previous years at Health City. So we were
Mhm.
kind of given the role to sit in the hands of the emergency room, sit in the hands of the radiologist, the entire crew, the entire staff that had to do with the case. So that was
Mhm.
very nice. Something I enjoyed because it kind of gave us a sense of like primary research where we had to make sure that everything was in hand, and it was a good experience. For the lectures, it also um it was also very good because I learned like information on a different level in comparison to school. It was just very detailed, very structured. every lecture I kind of left with my head scratching, like, oh, what is this? What is this? I need to find out. It always
Mhm.
gave me a challenge, which I enjoy personally. So the lectures was just amazing, just being able to kind of understand new different things and just take what I've learned from school and now build on it. Because the sciences are not basic, but the sciences only go to a certain level when you're in school. And physically, just being in the hospital with a doctor in front of you is a whole different ball game. So that's for the shadowing, self-explanatory, just amazing seeing hands-on work, the doctor's day-to-day life, what they have to do to prepare themselves, as well as afterwards after treating a patient. For me, I
Mhm.
was looking into more of the orthopedics and physiotherapy, and it was good to just see patients just gradually get better over the time. So some days I would be shadowing on a Monday, and I would see the
Mhm.
same patient on a Friday, and I could just see the progress, and just seeing
Mhm.
that progress and just seeing the physios and the doctors just working very well just gave me a little, like, this is what I want to do.
Mhm. Mhm. Wow, that's phenomenal. And did you ever imagine? I know that you were at Cayman Prep when you started it. I think you were doing your A levels at that time.
That's
Did you ever imagine that this type of opportunity would be available to you right here in the Cayman Islands?
No, no, mom. Actually, I didn't. I thought I would have to kind of squeeze into a kind of like a internship at a private hospital, or some, maybe do a little a online course or something to get these kind of hours. But I never knew that there was a program kind of offered like Surf to have just a package deal, basically, to just have everything. So that's
Mhm. Fantastic. Charles, this must be amazing to hear a young Caymanian talk about, the opportunity that he has had to take advantage of one of the programs that you offer at Health City Cayman Island.
Mhm. Yeah, um, it is. And, one of the things I appreciated about Jerry as a junior fellow is every summer we admit a few students. Uh, and just to explain, a surf fellow is a university student who is on the path, who is either studying for a medical degree or is on the
Mhm.
path to studying for the same. Junior fellow is a high school student who is preparing for that. And
Mhm.
one of the things I appreciated about um, Jerry is that how seriously he took this.
Mhm.
You know, as a year 12 student, I used to tease him um, every time I saw him in a lecture because he would have a table set up in the back of our multipurpose room with his laptop and his books and his notepad and everything. And I used to tease him. I said, okay, you have your office all fixed up there. And he said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. He was
Mhm.
always, you know, ready. And Jerry is unfailingly um, um, polite, so he was always, yes, sir. Yes,
Mhm.
sir. And he was always, always ready. And he took this very, very, very seriously. And for a junior fellow, surf really raises the bar for them because they're
Mhm.
actually doing college level work.
Mhm.
Um, so we try to give them extra mentoring, if you will, because
Mhm.
they're actually doing college level work. So they're being exposed early to what college level work is, and we understand that.
Mhm.
Um, and we select students, high school students, who we believe can rise to that level, and Jerry certainly did. Um, and I knew that he could do it. Um, and I hope his mom is listening because I hope Miss Katie is listening because um, I don't mind saying, or I want to say that Jerry actually performed better than some of the university students
Mhm.
that were in surf. Um, so that's a testament to his hard work. Um, And Jerry, I noticed your hard work. It was, I definitely noticed it. It was very evident. Your the It was very evident how seriously you took surf. And I was so just it was just wonderful to see, and I'm very, very, very um, proud of you.
Mhm.
So I hope that your mom is listening, because it was just wonderful. It was just really, really wonderful um, to see. At times, Sandy, I even forgot that he was a junior fellow,
Mm.
and I sincerely mean that. I'm not just saying that.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
so very, very, very well done. Um, so yeah.
Wow, sounds like Jerry, you have a lot to really, really be proud of. Now, folks, the lines have been awfully quiet this morning, and 936-2626 is the telephone number. I want you guys to call in and give Jerry some positive encouragement, because when our young people are doing amazing and wonderful things, we have to encourage them. We always talk about them when they're not. So, hey, we've got great examples of young people like Jerry Allen, who's in the studio this morning, doing amazing things academically, staying focused on his studies, participating in the junior surf program, surf fellowship program at Health City, Cayman Islands. We should all be doing backflips this morning to see that there are young people who are focused and on the right path. So Pat has some positive comments. Pat says, way to go, Health City, an example of private sector partnerships in Cayman. This is beneficial to our people. Keep up the good work. Yasmin, good morning to you. Alejandra is here. Debbie says, great job, Health City. And Alejandra says, congrats to Jerry as well. So again, 936-2626. Line is open if you have any comments or questions regarding the Explorers program generally, or if you have a positive comment for Jerry. Let's big up Jerry and Health City this morning. So, I think we have heard Jerry talk about what an amazing experience this has been for him. What would be the next step then, Charles, for Jerry? I mean, he's done the Junior Surf Fellowship. Oh, we do have a caller. Just
Hmm.
one second here. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Sandy, and good morning to your panel.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
I want
morning.
to say morning, a special good morning to Jerry. Jerry, this is Miss Denise. I want to say how proud I am of you. You've
Beautiful.
always been a very headstrong, disciplined, well-mannered young man, and I'm so, so proud to hear you on the radio this morning, and I know that you will do well in anything that you put your head to. So once again, congrats, and just keep at it and make us all proud.
Thank you so much for those positive remarks. Appreciate it.
No problem. Have a
Okay,
good day,
dear.
guys.
You too. All right, we've got another caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Sandra, and good morning to Health City, especially, like the other caller said, especially to Jerry.
Good morning.
And I would like to know which high school he's in. Is it John Gray?
No, he was at Cayman Prep, and now he's studying in Jamaica. So he's doing,
Okay.
yes.
Clifton
Well,
Hunter. Sorry.
congratulations to him, and may God give you strength. And I know he'll continue to guide you, and you're going to make an excellent doctor, whatever doctor you may be. You stick with Health City because they have excellent doctors
Mhm.
there. Excellent. And congratulations again, Jerry, and thank you, Mr. Scott and Mr. Bush. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning to
Good
all.
morning.
Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate it. 936-2626. The phone lines are open. Miss Darlene Manzanares, all the way from the UK, says congratulations to Jerry and his mom as well. So, Jerry, how did you decide, or why did you start thinking about a career in healthcare? What made you interested in this field as a young man?
Um, Thank you for the question. Healthcare or medicine as a whole just kind of always sparked my interest. I was always just interested in sciences in
Mhm,
school from Clifton to prep. So I
mhm,
kind of chose my courses and my science, my classes around those sciences. And then further down the line, I just enjoyed helping people, seeing people just better themselves
mhm,
and seeing a development in just like healthcare. So when I realized that Cayman actually is very noticed and very appreciated for the healthcare, I was like, wow, well, I would like to be, a Cayman doctor. I'd like
mhm,
to continue that and kind of just start something new. A lot of people, which is fine as well. A lot of people are going into business sectors and
mhm,
engineering, but I just felt like I would like to do something near to my interest and to close to football as well with physiotherapy and orthopedics, just knowing how to treat my body, knowing
mhm,
how to care for myself and others, just figuring out a way for just like rehabilitation, for example, for a player who is injured that can get back up on their feet in the next 6 months and continue their career. I saw it with my uncle where he was unable to finish his career due to his knee and he didn't
mhm,
have proper health care. So that just kind of gave me an eyebrow raise to say, well, let me change that. Let me try to help out further
mhm.
down the line the Caymanians that want to chase our goal, and even though it's very hard and it's very 1%, that at least we have the proper healthcare to support that.
And
Mhm.
Sandy, just to jump in there, the young lady who called in asked Jerry which school he went to, and then Jerry, correct me if I'm wrong, but you went to Clifton Hunter, and
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
then went across the prep for sixth form to start, and now you're
right,
finishing sixth form in Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
right,
I will
right.
graduate from Clifton Hunter next month, October.
okay, okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
I think it's important for persons to also understand that
Mhm.
obviously within our government system we are also producing some of
Yes,
the top students as well.
absolutely.
At times, obviously, some of the other ancillary issues are
Mhm.
highlighted, but when our students do well, we should also highlight that. And
Yes,
somebody
absolutely.
like Mr. Jerry there is definitely a shining example of what we want our young people to be.
Mhm.
Mannerly, but has his head on strong, works hard, and is going to do great things.
Yeah,
God's
thank you
will.
for
Yes, sir.
clarifying that
Thank
as
you.
well. And I did have another parent who said that he was at Clifton Hunter. So, good stuff. All right, very, very good. So, what does the future then hold, Charles, as you continue to develop your program? You're in this new position now. I'm sure you have, as the education manager, more power to make more things happen. So, what are you envisioning in the coming months?
Well, first, I want to touch on a question you asked me earlier. You asked me what the next step would be for
Hmm.
Jerry or someone like him. Next year, Jerry can do our Explorer internship, um, which is the next level for someone who has, after they finish surf, they can do an Explorer internship, which is more self-directed. We
Hmm.
work with the student to develop a more self-directed internship. Um, it has a bit less structure than surf does. Um, so he can do that next
Hmm.
year if he wants to, which I hope that you will, Jerry. Um, so for the next for this academic year for healthcare explorers, we're certainly looking to continue to develop our science fairs, and we want to continue to expand our relationships with the private schools.
Hmm.
We have some very exciting opportunities to develop our partnerships with private schools, and we are now also developing our technical and vocational programs. Hell City is an accredited technical and vocational education center, accredited by the Ministry of Education. Um, so we presently offer two programs, a phlebotomist training program and a sleep lab technician training program, which has a very technical word that I can never wrap my um, tongue around. Poly something something something. Um, so you'll have to forgive me. I can never wrap my tongue around that. So we have two young Caymanians that are now the first persons um, training in that program. So we will be continuing to develop the our TVET offerings, which includes looking for other aspects of TVET that we can add. Um, and in that respect, we work with our medical director, um, who is extremely passionate about developing young Caymanians for technical and vocational um, allied health, opportunities here. Um, Shamari, I don't know if you did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, no. I mean, Charles, you did a good job outlining some of the other products that we're offering. So, Sandy, obviously, the trajectory to seed young Caymanians to get them to become a doctor, it's a much longer spectrum. However, there are so many other jobs and opportunities from a technical perspective, like Charles mentioned, from being a phlebotomist to being a sleep lab technician that actually is a shorter period of time, and but it's a great career path as well. So we're very excited to be offering those courses that when the young Caymanians actually fulfill those requirements, they're actually licensed, that they would be able to even go to the US if they wanted to be. Now, immigration is a separate thing that we can't help with, but if they wanted to go, they would. Their actual licensing is actually recognized in the US from a sleep lab as well as a phlebotomist perspective. So we're just always looking to help to ensure that we're giving as many opportunities as possible. And Charles, he has the title now as manager, but how I always work with the colleagues that we have is that at the end of the day, when we sit and we strategize and we look at the end goal, Charles has always had the leeway to bring new ideas, to bring different products to the table. So none of that's going to change. We're just rewarding Charles for all of his great work that he's done over the years. And as many new ideas, and now Shakira is taking on that mantle as well and bringing new products to the table and new ideas. And that's what we want, right? We want for individuals within the organization to have enough room to be able to strategize, and once it's towards the end goals of having more Jerry's involved, then that's what we want, and that's what we're looking to accomplish. And it's been great working with Charles all these years, and he's going to continue to do great stuff. And I'm also very proud to see Jerry also following his dreams and being away from home, to take that next step towards whatever the end goal will actually be.
Beautiful. And Jerry, let's talk a little bit about what you're currently doing. So you're at Caliber High School in Jamaica. Where is that? Is that in Kingston, or what part of Jamaica is that? That's in
Yes,
Kingston.
we're in Kingston.
And tell us a little bit about why you decided to go to that high school. I noted that you said you're going to graduate this year or next
Yes,
year
ma'am.
from
No,
Clifton Hunter?
October. God's will,
October
October.
from
Yes,
Clifton
ma'am.
Hunter. So is this like a dual enrollment kind of program, or how does this work?
No, it's a sixth form program, so it's
Okay.
very similar or be equivalent to associate's degree.
Ah,
Similar to what Cayman Prep offered, just
right.
in a different kind of qualification. So Cayman Prep was A levels, which is a US or UK based qualifications, and in Caliber or at Calabar is Cape, which is Caribbean qualifications. And the transition was kind of um always there. I always knew that I wanted to be away. I was trying for almost 5 years now to move abroad for school and to pursue my athletics. So I always had that in mind, and just I had many different opportunities in different programs, schools that were interested in me, but just kind of to see what was best for me and what could fit my family's needs as well. So Jamaica ended up being my decision due to just some financial needs, which is all right because hopefully my kids don't have to go through it. But yeah, just choosing Jamaica was just a small little step that I can develop myself,
Mm-hmm.
both in school but also physically to just be ready for the college world. I was about to go to college this year to just start my bachelor's degree in science, but I just decided to step down from that and decommit to kind of just time it perfectly to just be ready for everything. So Jamaica
Mm-hmm.
is kind of just where I'll get the qualifications, but also where I'll just take time to develop and to be ready for both school and for football.
Hmm. Because of course, I'm sure you're recognizing this, Jerry. It's not just about a lot of times being academically ready. It's about maturity level, being psychologically ready, being emotionally ready. There's a lot involved in moving away from home and jumping headfirst into the university experience. So I'm thinking probably in Jamaica, you're a little bit closer to home. You can jump on a plane in 45 minutes. You can be
Yeah,
home if anything's
that's
going
right.
on. So you're still relatively young, so that transitional step is sometimes very, very important for us to be able to take. There's no need to you've got your entire life ahead of you. There's no need to rush into something if you're not 100% ready for the big, big steps. So
Definitely.
what's it been like in Jamaica so far at your school there?
It's very different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Obviously, I'm away from home, so I wouldn't expect it to be a very comfortable situation, but it is a slow transition. So for the first weeks, I actually just started school last Thursday. So
Okay.
for the first few weeks where I was just kind of training, it was very good until I
Mm-hmm.
kind of just had to juggle school now.
Mm-hmm.
So far it's been good though. Everyone is kind of very nice. As long as you do a sport, you're good.
Okay.
Everyone looks out for you. Just the difference is, I guess, just technology. Jamaica doesn't have that high of a standard when it comes to technology, but it also just puts me in a humble state to say, all right, I can't be here too long. Let me keep moving forward. Let me just dream bigger. Yeah, just basically that. Very similar to Cayman. The culture is a bit different. The food obviously great, but yeah, just that and then AC, and
Mm-hmm.
that's about it.
Okay.
Tell
And so
them,
sorry, go
tell
ahead.
them about the, tell them about the. Jerry made me laugh last week in another interview when he was talking about the AC. Tell them
Yeah,
about the AC, Jerry.
yeah. So I mean, we all know Cayman is very hot. I say
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica is Cayman outside of the microwave, so times two. And then there's no AC, no air conditioning, so you just always have to
Mhm.
walk with a rag or just three water bottles. But also, it's good for you as well. Just to feel something different before I obviously move to somewhere colder, UK or US. So good to just
Yeah,
be hot, to be warm, similar to
yeah.
Kmart, but that's why I'm no
And
AC.
then you appreciate when we say here, boy, you got to pay that CUC bill to keep the AC on. You
Yeah,
appreciate exactly what a wonderful job CUC might really be doing for us,
that's
right? So, tell us a little bit about the football aspect. So you're actually in a football program or team there that you're playing for as well.
yeah, yes. So I'm currently playing football with the school team in the Morning
Okay.
Cup League. It is basically just every school in Jamaica, kind of just competing for the championship. Calabar is more so track school, very known for track. But
Mm,
since I had an opportunity at Calabar, I would like to change that mindset of the locals as well as everyone else because I
mhm.
feel like we have a very good team and we're not just competing, we're also battling for the title.
Nice. And I'm sure the your schoolmates in Jamaica are probably pleased to see a Caymanian face there. Have most of them heard of Cayman and they're a little bit familiar with the Cayman Islands?
Yeah, they're definitely familiar with the Cayman Islands.
Are you the only Caymanian at your school at the moment?
Yeah, that's what but that's what it's all good. I'm an upper school student as well, so no
Yeah,
issues. Like I said, once you play a sport, you're good.
you're good. You're good. All
Yeah,
right.
that's
They're gonna give you the prime cuts of curry goat and all that good stuff.
yeah, that's
All right. So Rhonda says, great job, Health City, and congratulations to Jerry. Keep up the good work.
thank you.
Hydro Rush Jet Ski Rental says, big baller, Jerry. Tiffany McKenzie says, "Go, my brother! So proud of you." And we've got some WhatsApp comments. This person says, "Handsome, yeah. The arch blood can't hide." You related to the arches?
I don't know.
This person says, "Tell Jerry that Jaren's mom is super proud of him and the role model and positive friend that he has been." So yeah, lots of positive comments. Let me just check the other line over here. Lots of positive comments,
Thank
Jerry,
you.
coming in for you. Of course, wishing you all the best in your continued studies and in your football career. Do you know? I know you've mentioned orthopedics. It sounds like that's the area that you're kind of leaning towards for your specialization. Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, orthopedics. If I could have a qualification in physiotherapy, that'd be good as well. But
Mhm.
orthopedics, orthopedic surgeon is definitely what I'm aiming towards.
Yes. Very good. Well, the sky's the limit, young man. We want to wish you continued success, and we know for sure that you can do it. So just stay the course, stay focused.
That's
Don't
fine.
let anything take you, take your eyes off the prize, really.
That's fine.
All right,
Thank you.
Charles, thank you so much for the amazing opportunity to talk again today about your Health Explorers programs. And Shamari, it's always a pleasure, of course, to have you here and highlighting Jerry. It just makes us all feel warm and fuzzy on the inside today.
Definitely. And
Thank
Sandy,
you. Thank you.
thank you as always for having us on the program. And Jerry, keep up the great work, and thank you for taking time out of your day to come and let everybody know your journey as well as what you're doing with Health City and
Is
to
this
inspire
mom?
young
Is this mom
Canadians.
finally in the comment section?
That's
Hey,
all.
mama.
That's
Miss
his
Katie
mom.
Joy
That's his
said,
mom.
"So proud of my baby." Absolutely, you should be.
Definitely, definitely. And Jerry, you're a shining example to a lot of young Caymanians. So always believe in holding people up so that people can see and model behavior. So keep up the great work, and anything you need, Health City will also be here for you.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right,
very much.
beautiful. Okay,
And I'd
folks.
like to
Again,
echo.
thank you.
I'd like
Thank
to
you so much.
echo. Sorry,
Yes, go
sorry.
ahead, Charles.
I like just like to echo Shamari's comments to Jerry. And Jerry, you know how to reach me, and anything you need to talk over while you're overseas, you can always reach out to me, and we can
Yes, sir.
talk it through. You know, if you need to, and definitely reach out to us for next year for that Explorer internship.
Yes, sir. Will do. Yes, sir.
All right,
Thank you.
beautiful. All right, you guys have a fantastic day. This has been another segment of Medical Rundown Tuesdays